Ooh. Bright. Okay. Might be a little too high. It's okay. Ooh. A bit lower. Okay. Hi. How's it going? How's it going, YOLO? It's your name, YOLO, YOLO. Where do you find your scents? So there are, well, depends which ones you're asking for. With, of course, you know, like you can find some stuff at Max Aroma, but with things like Ombre Nuit, you have to go on like Dior's website for that. Hi, Sandra, how are you? Shouting out, yeah, how babes will hop on in a bit. But also with like my favorite fragrances right now are Elysium and Salt and Pepper. So Elysium, I think they're actually out of stock at Max Aroma, but I think, well, Fragrance Net might have it. Of course, the brand's website has it. Share the discount code. I got you. So for Precious Liquid, the code is Melissa20 and you get $20 off. But that's for the bougie bottles like Salt and Pepper and Oud Symphony, right? So you have to click, well, you YouTube or not YouTube, Google the name of the brand, and then you have to go on the limited collection tab because it's a limited collection fragrance. And then you'll find like the Salt and Pepper, the Oud Symphony, and then you use the code Melissa20 and you get a coupon for $20 off for that bottle. Now with the classic line like Blue Agave, then you use the code Melissa10 and you get $10 off the classic line. So Melissa10 for $10 off, Melissa20 for $20 off. The higher one is for the bougie fragrances. All right. Hi, Pei, how are you? You're welcome, yeah. Let me know which one are you looking into? Do I prefer Side Effect or Rehab? For me, I like Rehab better. Side Effect is still very amazing, but just not my personal favorite. Hey, just got Salt and Pepper and gotten compliments. Were on the beach and the smell was still smelling good afterwards. I love that for you, Manuel. Yeah, it is so good. I'm telling you, like, if that is what you're looking for, if you are looking for compliments specifically from women, then Salt and Pepper is an absolute banger. What's up, Dr. Gray? How are you? Yes, I have tried Greenlee. Don't like it. I like Sedley a lot better. I smell Santal 33. And you liked it? I've never smelled that fragrance before. That's cool. Complaints or compliments? Compliments always. The only complaints I've had on my fragrance, I've actually made a video on this about my girlfriend hated Herod. Absolutely hated it. Hi, Soji. How are you? That one was, ugh, for me, I don't like Angel by Mugler, and I'm sure if you've been subscribed to me, you've seen all that, but my favorite fragrances that you hear me mention and stuff, I've never received complaints on them. It's only been met with love, compliments, sexy reactions, things like that. So if that's the direction you're going in, then I highly recommend the fragrances that I love because they bang, and it's not an exaggeration. Let's see. It smells like cheap snowball on me. Never got the hype. That was good. So what is Santal 33? Is it kind of like, or Santal, is it like an ISO-E super fragrance as well? Is it like a pheromone scent or what's the deal about it? I've heard so much about that fragrance, but I've never kind of looked into it of like what it smells like. I just know it by name. I know it's Le Labo. That and Another 13 by the brand apparently is really good. Hi, Maynard. I got you. You're welcome. I love Alien by Mugler, but not a fan of the Amen. I don't think I've tried Amen, but yeah, Angel. Ugh. How much does Molecule 1 enhance other fragrances? Well, it does pretty good. So, for example, a fragrance I really tested with it is a scent by Goldfield and Banks called Pacific Rock Moss because the sample I was sent by a follower was the weak performing batch. It only lasted like 2 to 3 hours on my skin and then it was completely off. But when I sprayed Molecule 1 on top of it, mind you, again, it's a sample, right? The sample of Pacific Rock Moss. I still smelled Pacific Rock Moss on me 7 hours later. And that has never been a thing because I finished that sample already, but I know that they have a newer bottle that has better performance, I believe. But with that one, I was like, okay, I know that if this fragrance actually lasts on me when I use Molecule One, then I know that it can actually enhance the fragrance. And it did. So I was very amazed with that. And that's why I recommend that. It's okay, a woodsy, powdery fragrance. Smells super fresh. Ooh, I like that. Would you rather put moisturizer on before or after the fragrance? Yeah, I moisturize before. I don't spray my fragrance then moisturize. Juicy sandalwood, but not bad. Okay. Prada L'Homme. No, I have not, Saad. I have not tried that flanker of the fragrance. I haven't even tried Le Parfum or is it Le Parfum? Or Intense. Prada L'Homme Intense, I think is the black bottle one. Yeah, I have not tried that flanker yet. I've only tried the EDT, but it still performs really, really good. So no problems on this side. Alt fragrances. I haven't, Noah, I haven't tried them, but my girlfriend has tried them. And we actually have a video on that about if you type in my name, like Melissa National, alt fragrances, she just went off about like all the alt scents that she tried and whether or not she found it to be worth it. But she honestly didn't really like it that much. Hi Jade, how are you? My opinion on Aventus cologne. I made a video on this as well, but I like it better than the original Aventus. Is it something that I would want in my collection? Not really, just because it doesn't really have that great of performance on me personally, but I do like the smell of it better than the OG. But of course that is it's a nice simple type of fragrance. Smells good. It smells nice. All right. I like that it doesn't have a smoky note to it. And I've never smelled green Irish tweed. Do you know something with the same vibe as fresh mountain water but cheaper? The Silver Mountain Water fragrance. There's a dupe by Armaf called Sillage. Apparently is kind of close, but I gotta tell you, I've never tried that one before. You all got Molecule One in the mail today. What did you think of it, Jay? Did you put it with other fragrances? Did you layer it? Or did you rock it solo? I personally like rocking it solo, but no problem putting that on a weaker performing fragrance as well. So for me, my scent of the day is very obvious. I'm pretty sure there's 2 scents that I use today, and I already know that you probably can guess it. You probably can guess it. Am I ever going to upgrade my Elysium cologne for the Parfum version? I don't know. I mean, if I try the Parfum one, that's great, but I love the blue bottle. I think that like it lasts a good amount of time on me and it has great projection. Okay, let me catch up on some of these questions. You get Prada L'Homme vibes from Molecule One. Interesting. I do get a fresh vibe from Molecule One, but I don't get like the clean fabric softener sort of smell that I get from like Prada L'Homme in the Eccentric Molecule fragrance. Okay, they don't smell anything alike. Sillage is so far from Silver Mountain Water. They smell nothing alike. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. That's just one that a lot of people have asked me about, my opinion. All I know is that it's supposed to be a dupe of it, but I guess a lot of people find it to be very, very off. All right. Didn't rock it today, Prada L'Homme today, definitely tomorrow. Got you. Or the bougie version, I should say. I don't know. If I do, sure, but like the thing is, I like the projection I get with Elysium, the Parfum cologne. You know, I just love how it pushes out. So we'll see. I'm not sure. I have a soft spot for that fragrance. I really, really love it. Do I think I will review more clones in the future? I'm so down. Yeah, I think the last one I reviewed is a fragrance called like Poseidon cologne. That was like my girlfriend actually gave me that sample of it. And it's supposed to be a combination of like 4 different types of popular fragrances. Hi, babe. No, you didn't miss it. I literally just started less than 10 minutes ago. I started less than 10 minutes. You're good. You're good. Do you ever use Fragrance Buy? I have never used them before, but a lot of my Canadian subscribers have. So, and they like it. Molecule One and Carlisle. I wouldn't, just because Carlisle already lasts so long on me that I don't need to use Molecule 1. Honestly, I don't use Molecule 1 on things that already have good performance. For me, it's nothing I'm worried about. Hi Abs, how are you? Imaginary authors, never tried that brand before. Heard a lot about them though. Ooh, your Legend Spirit came in. How did you like it? My favorite bougie fragrance, the two that I've been saying nonstop, I love Salt and Pepper and Elysium. Together, they're just so damn good. Bobby says Tom Ford, Metallic. Okay. Okay, let's Barbershop fragrances. I like At the Barbers by Maison Margiela, but I don't really like with Udin Overdose by Serjoff. I didn't really like that one as much. There's other, and the Barbershop one, what's it called? Eight and Bob, the original. I wasn't really too big a fan of that. I only really liked At the Barbers by Maison Margiela. Part of the replica lineup. I love Salt and Pepper. I'll say, me too, Rich. Me too. My friend is in Dubai right now. What perfume should I ask her to bring me? Do you want something like a Middle Eastern fragrance? You can do that. That's a bit more rare here in the West. And so if you want to get a Middle Eastern fragrance, you can do that. Let's see. Victor and all fragrances are 30% off. Nice. Nice. Man, there's a lot of sales going on, huh? Probably for 4th of July, because somebody just told me in the last live that, what's it called? Parfums de Marly did a huge sale. Huge sale. Middle Eastern fragrances, but I don't know what's good other than Risala. To be honest, I don't know too much about Middle Eastern fragrances. All I know is that in terms of performance, you will get what you pay for. They just, last so long. I think you should revisit M Wash fragrances. Not right now, to be honest. I tried 15 M Wash fragrances in a row and I didn't like a single one of them, And that was only probably I gradually did it because I did retest them. The first time I got that was last year, that sample set. And then the last time I smelled them was a couple months ago. And it's still a total pass for me. I was just it smells it literally smells like something like my grandma and my grandpa would have worn. You know what I mean? So just not a fan. I've never used Joma Shop. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people really love them that are subscribed to me, but other people have been bamboozled by them, so it's very hit and miss. I have smelled Sailing Day. Okay, yeah, Sailing Day does get a little bit more masculine on me, so I'm not the biggest fan of it because it smells a bit synthetic in the opening, but I like Under the Lemon Trees from that brand. You've purchased from them and you like them? Okay. Oh, you said I'm gonna go get Cop Ultra Male next. Oh, you smelled it in person and now I need it. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a difference of opinion there. I can't stand Ultra Male. I don't like that fragrance. How many fragrances do you own? I don't know, maybe bottles, 90 something, maybe something like that. Around that. Where's Miss Gabrielle? Where is she? I don't even see her here. I saw her earlier. What do I think of buying fragrances on eBay? You can. The thing is, so in terms of discount sites, the reason you guys see me recommend Max Aroma a lot is because they ship globally, right? And the thing is, there are people and subscribers in different pockets of the world that cannot access certain fragrances. So eBay has kind of become a central place for people to find whatever they want and they can still get their hands on it. So what I would say is just make sure you trust the seller. See the interactions that they've had, ask them questions about their stuff. If you're getting a bit iffy sort of vibes, then obviously don't pull the trigger on it. But yeah, eBay can run you up a bit higher. So it really depends on the seller. Let's see. Tested a sample of Leighton the other night at dinner. I had necks turning. It smells good. It smells good. Most websites ship global. Yeah, tell me more of them. I would love to know more of them just because with FragranceNet, I think I had some subscribers tell me that they couldn't get that, my African subscribers, and then my Australian ones couldn't get the ones from FragranceNet. There was a couple times that happened. I think Fragrance X was similar. Um, I don't know. Fragrance Buy, I think, was like more expensive if you weren't in Canada. So I'm not sure. You got hit with tariffs? Oh, man. My masculine nose prefers Aventus compared to Cedrop Rosé, and I'm torn between wearing an alleged panty dropper. I don't want to particularly. You know what? Wear what you like to wear, Jared. Like, if you're going out for a day and you just like, you're getting shit done by yourself, you're not going to a club or something like that. Like, if your goal isn't to just, I don't know, go talk and flirt and mingle with people, then of course wear what you want to wear. But if you do, like, or if you're gonna have a night where you want to just kind of mix it up a little bit and, chat it up, then, wear the one that's more mass appealing to women. And then it's fine. You can rock both of them. Yeah. Yeah, Aventus definitely, like I've said in my video, I'm not really a fan of Aventus. Definitely more of a guys loving guys type of fragrance. You need to try City Rhythm San Diego. There's a City Rhythm San Diego fragrance. It's nice. I've heard of the Miami one, but I have not tried that brand yet. Max Rome has been awesome since I've purchased from them using your links. That's awesome. Well, thank you, first of all, Jade, for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you doing that, and I'm glad that you are getting what you deserve, So, let's see. I recently tried Cedrop Rosé, was disappointed. Something about it smelled old, mannish, and mature. Did I just get a bad sample? I don't smell anything old, mannish about Cedrop Rosé. I personally don't. And I'm talking in the air, not just my skin chemistry here. But I have made a video on how to properly test the fragrance, because if you're spraying it super close to your wrist, like 90% of people do, and the juice is like dripping down and you're not letting it dry down and you're smelling it, then it can smell totally different. If you're rubbing in your fragrance, it'll smell different. So what I advise is spraying from a distance, let the mist fall onto your wrist, and then smell it. That is how you should test your fragrance, so you actually know what it smells like. Have I tried Maison Crivelli? Iris Millicon is so good. I have, and that was a fragrance that made me nauseous. I don't like that scent at all. It's a very irisy fragrance. Like, if you love iris, hell yeah, but I don't find it to be wearable, You're welcome. Let's see. I think everyone interested in fragrance should take a plunge and try the Barnyard Oud fragrance, The Night by Frederic Malle, over $1,000 for 100 ml. I'll pass. I mean, I'll try it, but am I gonna like drop $500 for a sample of it, or like $200 for a sample of a fragrance? Hell no, I won't. If I ever come across it, sure, but I'm not even that in love. I don't even like oud that much, so I'm not really convinced to like want to try that right now, but I'm down. A&F fragrances are solid, especially like they're very youthful type of scents. Like, I gave First Instinct to my cousin that's going to be going to high school. Fierce is a classic high school fragrance, college fragrance. So let's see. I can't mess with Aventus because Creed prices are trash and unnecessarily high. No thank you, too many clones that will do better for way less. I can understand where you're coming from with that, just because it is a very popular fragrance. But yeah, but that you're definitely paying for a brand. But there's just so many variations of that fragrance now, like with the performance of it, that you're gonna be, the consistency isn't there. You know what I mean? Like, you could smell an Aventus that lasts a long time, but the one you get in the mail might only last you 3 hours, and that's just like, that's a pretty big gamble right there. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Let's see. I just spoke about that fragrance right there. I hate that I'm addicted to fragrances, to be honest. I keep buying them. Yeah, it is definitely an expensive type of hobby. If you want to sample it, you can, or if you're somebody that wants to just go to Neiman Marcus and Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom and just smell the things there, then you can do that, and it doesn't cost you nada, unless you don't live close to one of those. Then I can understand the struggle. Rich is like, I love being addicted to fragrances. Let's see. Givenchy Gentleman, I don't even know if it was the EDP that I tried. All I know is it smelled like Dior Homme Intense. No, I think I tried Givenchy Gentleman Intense. I think it was the EDP, actually. It smelled like Dior Homme Intense. It was a pass. Yeah, okay, yeah. See, somebody here said the same thing. Oud Wood is the exception. I love Oud Wood. And yes, I love it because it doesn't smell like oud. For the same reason that you love it as well. Got my hands on Elysium and Afternoon Swim, and man, Afternoon Swim smells sexy and luxurious on skin. Got these on your recommendations. I love that. I'm very glad you're enjoying the fragrance. It's an absolute banger. I do love Afternoon Swim. Haven't been using it as much, but when I crave a citrusy fragrance, I'll move on over. Let's see. Oud Esfahan, pass. That's the Dior fragrance. I just don't find it like, if you're gonna have a rose oud type of scent, that shit better perform at least 8 hours. You know what I mean? Like, that's usually ballpark for rose oud fragrances, at least the ones that I've tried, but that is already struggling at the 8th hour, so I just don't find it to be worth it, you know? No, I haven't tried Halting. Let's see. They're saying it's a gamble to buy online and get it shipped to your home compared to buying it at a retailer. No, what I'm saying is that, well, with blind buying, of course, that's always a gamble. But what I would say, like I've said before, is like if you can go to Nordstrom, right? Like, I'm not saying to buy it there, but smell the fragrance, see if you like it, and then go on a discount site or the brand's website, see if they're running a promo, a special or something like that, and then buy it online so you don't have to buy it in stores. Because most of the time in stores, it's not going to be at a discounted rate. Let's see. I just started watching you 2 weeks ago, and you're already one of my favorite fragrance reviewers. Thanks, Ivan. Or is it Yvonne or Ivan? You please correct me if I'm wrong on either of those two. But thanks for the love. I appreciate that. Let's see. Where can we sample Precious Liquid fragrances? On Precious Liquid's website, they have free samples. So you just Google them. And then they also have like this discovery kit where you get like 4 fragrances that are like 8 ml for I think like $145. I think I have a coupon for that as well. The coupon name, I think it's a little bit longer. It's like Discovery or M10, and you get like $10 off of that. But you get to try 4 fragrances, or let's say you want like 3 Oud Symphonies and 1 Salt and Pepper, you could do that as well. But yeah, you can. For the most part, I think with their classic line, they have free samples, but it's like you just have to pay $5 for like shipping and handling. But that's not bad if you get to smell like 4 things, you know. I've never tried Santal 33. Let's see. I don't get 8 hours of Noir de Noir. Maybe you need to wait for it to get cold here. Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely a colder weather fragrance. It's the summertime right now. It does get pretty intense. I will say, like, you know, going nose blind to fragrances is normal. So if you can't smell it, you can always ask somebody close to you. But if you want to test it, spray it on your sweater and then come back to it. So let's see. Avon. But in Spanish, it's Yvonne. Okay. Ivan, that's what you mean. Ivan, okay. Avon. My bad. If you were stuck on an island for a month, you can only have 1 bottle. What would you take with you? Ugh. That's a tie between my 2 favorites. Right now, I'm going to go Salt and Pepper. I've been wearing that one more solo than I have Elysium, but I like combining the 2 of them. Okay. Yo, I listened to your recommendation for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense for women, and my boss always says I smell good with it. Probably going to sample it in my collection. Gave my bro a decant so he can cop. I love that. Dolce & Gabbana Intense for women, the Light Blue Intense, my bad. That is so much better than the men's. So much better. Very, very unisex, and it's just an amazing scent. So, look, don't be scared of labels, y'all. Y'all. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I still like Afternoon Swim. Haven't worn that much. I just got Dior Ombre Nuit in 125, wishing to get an even bigger bottle. Fire. Nice. Did you get it off Dior's website? Where'd you get it? Have you got your collection of phrase? It's at least 10K worth of liquid find it. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. If I could get it appraised, but no, I haven't. You're funny. You're funny. Let's see. More things. Serge Lutens. I've only tried their fragrance called it's not Churgi. I haven't, not that one. There's another one that I tried, but it smelled, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it. I think I have it. I gotta find it. No, it's this one. What is it called? Oh, the Tour Noir. Yeah, the Tour Noir. Don't really like it that much, honestly. Let's see. Um, do you know where you can smell tuxedo in store? Maybe on YSL store. Like if you walk into a YSL that has the fragrances, then you can try it there. But that'd be the only place I can. Neiman Marcus has it, I think. Go to Neiman Marcus. Let's see. Um, I literally started watching you today and binging your videos. Keep up the work. Thanks, Saad. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Got about 25 fragrances. Love to increase my private blend collection. Nice. I love private blends. You like, what is that? Fabulous. That's your Tom Ford. Fabulous, Tobacco Vanille, Noir de Noir so far. I love Ombre Nuit by Dior. I love that fragrance. Definitely more of a soft scent. It's not going to be loud by any means, but it's really, really good. And, you know, of course, Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim is one of my favorites. Okay, buy more perfume is good for the economy. My favorite Sershaw fragrance is Naxos, hands down. The rest of them are a total pass for me. Like Renaissance, nice, but don't really care about it. Like Mephisto, something like that. Also, not really that memorable to me. Oudin smells like Chanel Blanche. Oudin Overdose, more interesting, but still not good enough. You know, I don't find it to be like full bottle worthy. 5 fragrances that I can't live without. Maria are, is it Maria or Marie? Maria. I love Salt and Pepper, Elysium, Carlisle, Molecula One, maybe Oud Wood. Oud Wood or Blue Agave. One, it will alternate as of right now. I love those fragrances. Naxos is heavenly. It really, really is. Chanel won't let you select exclusive samples on their website. Really? It's interesting. You know what? You can always go to a Scent Split has samples, I think. You can look there if you want to. I've had a so-so experience with Scent Split. Some people have had an amazing experience with them, but for me, it's just very like, I don't know, like it like the last time, like the little samples, they were like leaking. Like the 2 times that I've tried them, like this stuff was like leaking outside of like the container, the vial, and I was like, what the hell? So it spilled like half of it. Is the original Cedrat Rosé still worth it in 2022? I don't know anything about like the original. The bottle that I have, I got back in like last year. I just got it last year and it performs over 24 hours. So that is great in terms of performance, especially for a fresh fragrance. Like that's pretty much like unheard of, you know? So I have tried Alexandria 2 and I don't like it. Alexandria 2, in my opinion, is the perfect example of a fragrance that the fragrance community will love and loves, but in the real world, people are like, what the fuck? Like, they don't really like it as much. That's just my opinion on it. I had a up and down, like, kind of reaction with Alexandria 2. Didn't like it at first, then I really liked it, and then now I hate it. It's just not really something that I like that much. Okay, let's see. Obsession for Women is it? I gotta try that one. Let's see. You're trying to choose between Oud Wood and Spice Bomb Extreme. They're really different. I'm trying to get a good scent for going out with friends. Do you have any thoughts? Frank, it really, like, I know that you said that they're different, but it depends. Like, Spice Bomb Extreme is the nighttime fragrance. You can still use Oud Wood for that. But if you're someone that cares about performance, then just go with Spice Bomb Extreme. Do I like Versace Dylan Blue? The feminine one is more memorable in my opinion. The masculine Dylan Blue is simple. It will get you compliments, but I find it to be very forgettable, honestly. Favorite unisex Chanel. The thing is, I haven't smelled enough. I haven't smelled any of the Chanel exclusive fragrances, but my favorite Chanel probably is like Chanel Blanche right now. You're welcome, Frank. Because Chanel Blanche is just, I oversprayed it at first and it kind of smelled like a Pledge, so don't do that. But it smells nice. Yeah, Bleu de Chanel is an uncle fragrance, so it's a pass for me. Salt and Pepper is my favorite. I love that shit. I love that fragrance. Thoughts on body mists? I don't use body mists, so I don't really have any thoughts on them. It's been a minute. The last thing I remember was like in high school, like people had like the body mist for Pink Sugar, but it was still pretty long lasting. But I remembered that other body mists didn't have the best type of performance. But I know that the price is significantly lower, so you can always test that out if you want to. Favorite JPG frag? LaBelle. Yeah, LaBelle. Lamal is pretty forgettable to me. Le Leon. I've heard about that and 1957. Wow. Those two people said it back to back. Chanel fragrances are kind of mid in your opinion, Pedro. I feel that. At least with the standard line that I've smelled, I just don't find old ladyish and forgettable, and the masculine ones, they're just worn by so many dudes, like with Bleu de Chanel, that like I'm very numb to the scent, so I don't really like it that much. Let's see. A chocolate frag, like a dessert vibe. Somebody mentioned Chocolate Greedy by Montal to me. I haven't tried that, but apparently it's a very gourmand, chocolatey type of fragrance. Yes, I have tried Halfeti. It's nice. It's nice. You like, you don't like Egoist. Okay. Is Baccarat Rouge worth it? I'm not sure if I should buy it. To me, honestly, I don't find it to be worth it just because there are so many things that smell like it now. Now, let me tell you that if you already own it, great. But it's just so heavily cloned that even people that aren't wearing, like, it's just, I smell that type of DNA everywhere. Is it Baccarat Rouge? Most likely not. But if you want the fragrance because you love the smell of it and you want something sweet and cotton candy-ish, then get it. If you are not getting, if you're getting the fragrance just because you like the smell, that's fine. But if you're getting it because you think it's unique, then I would say it's not worth it. Just because it smells so, like, there's so many clones of that scent going around. Bleu de Chanel, I mean, if you want to, it's, I think it's safe, but to me, it's an uncle fragrance. Like, I think Bleu de Chanel's a total pass. It just smells like a bunch of Filipino uncles. Well, is Chocolate Greedy dark chocolate? There's another fragrance by Acro called Dark. That's a chocolatey fragrance, so you can try looking into that one. I have smelled that one. I don't find it to be like mouth-wateringly chocolate. But Amor de Cacao by Comptoir Sud Pacifique is kind of like the Cocoa Pebbles. So you can try that if you want to. Let's see. It's more cacao? Okay. Mixed Jazz Club and By the Fireplace, it smells so warm and cozy. I bet it does. Honestly. That it probably I don't know if it's rum or whiskey in Jazz Club that gives it that like boozy liquor sort of smell, but I could see how both of those would be there. It does smell like Filipino uncles, doesn't it? Everybody has a Tito that smells like, that wears Bleu de Chanel. That's why whenever guys are like in my comments like, oh yeah, Bleu de Chanel, like, what do you think of this one? It's a beast. I'm just like, nah, because like you smell like every single uncle ever. You know what I mean? So it's just not sexy in my opinion. Might as well be Bleu de Tito. I agree. I completely agree with that. So it can be, I mean, to people that aren't Filipino, like you know, you can make the decision for yourself, but no. Like, and I have smelled Bleu de Chanel on different types of guys, of course, but it's just like a very common type of scent. If you want to smell good, sure, you can get it, but the only risk that you run is that you will smell like once you go clubbing or if you go somewhere where you're dressed up, you're going to be a part of the majority of guys wearing a cologne that's going to be Bleu de Chanel or Dior Sauvage. So if you're going out and you're trying to be memorable and they're going to remember you as, oh, the guy that was like wearing the same fragrance as all the other guys, like it just smells. There's been so many times where that has been the occasion where I went clubbing and stuff and you only smell Dior Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel. So there's nothing about them that stands out in the crowd anymore. You know what I mean? I've only tried the Most Wanted and I don't like it. Let's see. I have been watching your channel for about 2 months, but your review of Noir de Noir pushed me to buy a bottle. Pick it up for, oh, wow, nice. That's a steal. That's an absolute steal. Now, I know that this live is, oops. Hi, Carlo. I like Naxo Spice Sershoff. I love that fragrance. But I am going to wrap this live up quicker tonight. But again, favorite fragrances, I love Salt and Pepper. I love Elysium. Those are my top two as of right now. And where to get them with, I think they're both sold sold out of Max Aroma. You can go on the brand's website. With Precious Liquid, I do have a coupon for $20 off. It's Melissa20, and you get $20 off the bottle. So, but with the classic line like Blue Agave and Mandarin, you use Melissa10, you get $10 off, and that comes directly from the brand's website. So if you're someone kind of sketch about discount sites, just get it from the legit website and still get a discount. You know what I mean? But anyways, I appreciate the love. I love you guys, how you guys show out for me and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Aw, thank you for the tip. Just got a super chat. Thanks, Sod. You were awesome. Dude, thank you. I know that you said you're a recent, you've recently been watching my stuff, but thank you for showing love, every single one of you, Sod. Like, the tip, that's awesome. But let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. First of all, we'll YouTube it. YouTube my name and like the question that you're curious about, because more than likely I have made that, a video on that. Max Aroma needs to restock Oud Symphony. I know they're sold out of that, but you can literally get that on the brand's website for cheaper. So Pacino, the guy that's asking, same thing. If you Google Precious Liquid and then you click on their limited collection tab, because it's a limited collection fragrance, and you like find Oud Symphony and then you use the code Melissa20, you get $20 off. So it's cheaper to get it from the brand's actual website than the than a discount site as of right now. So that's what I would suggest you do. But of course, if you're more comfortable on Max Aroma, then you could wait for them to restock. All right. Okay, let me see just a couple more questions. You're cool. Let's see. Nah, I'm a lesbian. I'm not gonna do nothing for no guys like that. Ugh, it's gross. Let's see. Let's see. You're welcome, Pacino. I got you. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a great night, and I will see you later, all right?